Washington, and I'm coming on just to talk about what it's like and how I got to own my time. I'm talking about time freedom this morning. I just dropped my daughter off to daycare, and I had some things that I wanted to work on that I'm going to work on today for my business, but it's pretty much a free and light day, and I just decided, you know what, I want some French toast. Who has the best French toast in Atlanta? I want some French toast, and I just put in Google best French toast in Atlanta. It's kind of what I do when I want to try something and I want the best of something. Hey, Jamaica, best French toast in Atlanta. Called up one of my friends. Hey, you want to roll with me to go get some French toast? Sure, okay. Go this way. Where are you? I'm going to head this way, head to I-20. Go pick up one of my friends, and we're going to go get the best French toast in Atlanta. Good morning. So I said, you know what? Let me come on. It's been a minute. We had an amazing time on a cruise. I came in, I think, about one time since then, leading up to Secure the Bags Live when we went to Charlotte. But I said, let me come on in. It's a Friday. And, I think about my Black nurse entrepreneurs who are still working. And I want to come in and continue to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, giving you just, my story on how I did it, how I freed myself, how I've significantly increased my income, and what it feels like to, be in this lifestyle. So how did I do it? If I think back, it's interesting because yesterday I had the blessed opportunity to be interviewed on Kara Seaver's Not Just Nursing show, and that was right here in Atlanta. She's based in Atlanta. We did it at one of my workspaces, and it was a great time for me to reflect on my journey. Hey Victoria, hey, how you guys doing? It was a great opportunity for me to reflect on how I got here, a lot of the ups and downs, and things that some people don't know about me, and that I've been much more transparent about, telling my story from pain to power. Yes, shouts out to Kara Seaver, and I got to shout out my girls, Nurses Forever Fit, coming up on the 22nd. I got that date in my calendar. We are doing our, I don't know what you call it, Victoria, the dance workout. These ladies have picked out an amazing choreographer. He is like popping in Atlanta, and we're gonna go do this dance event on the 22nd. So I got 2 tickets already. I love the movement that you ladies are creating as I'm on my way to get my first toast. But I just had to shout you out. So make sure everybody that's in Atlanta, Victoria, Nurses Dance for Fitness. Okay, so go ahead, follow Victoria, drop that link. If you guys are in Atlanta or the surrounding areas, you want to come join us on the 22nd, I will be in the building, dropping it like it's hot. Okay, so yeah, another thing, freedom. When you see dates and you see things that you want to go to, and I can just get the tickets, right? That's freedom, right? That's freedom. That's owning your time. And I'm passionate about more and more of you getting to that point. I work with high-level entrepreneurs and those who are ready to earn 20 and 30K months and helping people do big things. But I also have the information to help those of you who are working a day job and to do what I did, to turn your side hustle into your main hustle, as my coach would say, to turn that side hustle into your main hustle, I ain't gonna be dropping that like it's hot, because I ain't got enough to drop it like it's hot. But anywho, yeah, while you're at work today, how many people are at work today? Drop something in the comments, or if you watch this in the replay, drop something in the comments. I gotta get my coffee, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on. Still get my coffee like a nurse. Yes, hi. May I have a medium hot hazelnut coffee with cream and less sugar, please?
All right. Anything else for today?
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. 246.
Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, the time freedom. We're talking about time freedom. How many people are at work today? You know, how many people are, you know, are thinking that only if I had more time, only if, you know, you tell me what you're thinking, you know, but I know a lot of times you be at work, like, if I just want to be working on my business instead of going to this job. How many people are thinking like that? How many people are thinking that, you know, this job is sucking up all my time. I'm so tired. I don't have time to even work on my business, you know, when it's done. Let me know. Hey, how are you, Sharina? Good to see you. Let me invite a few more of you in here. I got a little ride. I'm going to be on the road. So I'm going to share with you guys on the way. Shout out to all the Black Nurse Entrepreneurs, Alviana Brewster, our founder, and all of you who come through the live stream so often. For me, I appreciate you. So, yeah, you know, what are you thinking? On a day like today, when it's Friday and many of you may get paid, you know, what do you think about when you get your paycheck? You know, hey, Leah, are you still in Spain? What's going on? What do you think about when you get your paycheck? You know, and the fact that, you know, in order to get more of that money right now, it's dependent on, you know, that one stream of income and going to perhaps take care of patients, do case management, do home care, travel contracts, whatever it is that you're doing. Like, let me know what you're thinking, right? Let me know. Victoria said, yes. Victoria said, my kids are sick today and it felt good not to have to call in. Yes, right? That feeling. Take pumpkin pie to the doctor. They're like, do you need a sick note? I'm like, no, I don't need a sick note, boo. I don't need a sick note. That's a great feeling, right? That's a great feeling. But how did we get to it? How did we get there? And how will you get there? How will you get to experience that kind of freedom? And how many people, oh, okay, you're in Germany now. How many people want to experience that kind of freedom? Good morning, thank you. Experience that kind of freedom. I remember what it was like to, you know, have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Thank you. Get up at 4:30 in the morning, dark, black ice with my infant baby girl, and thank you, with my infant daughter, to go to a job, to have to pay bills, to take care of us. And I'm just like, why would I want to go out and risk getting on this road, you know, on some black ice when I live an hour away? Who wants to do that? I didn't want to do that. You know, if I had a choice, or I felt like I had a choice, my choice would be to stay home safely with my baby, right? But that wasn't my reality. But those are the kind of moments that made me say, oh boy, I got to do something different. I got to be responsible for this. I can't be mad at my boss because they want nurses to come in and they don't care that I got an infant and, you know, I'm a solo parent and I don't have another place and I got to still drop her at a daycare and all this craziness. They don't care about that. They care about covering their floor. And I'm just part of that solution for them. That's what I signed up for. So if I don't do anything differently, if I just keep showing up to work, right? If I just keep showing up to work, complaining like the average people do, and then do nothing about it, or put average effort forth, right? How can I really expect to get out of this? So those are the type of experiences, right? Those are the kind of experiences that when opportunities came my way, I just gave it 200%, because I'm like, this has to turn around. And for me, I'm talking less than 2 years ago. Well, my baby Sanaya's 3 now. Sanaya's 3 now. So within that time frame, you know, is when You know, I really got started with Radiant Living Biz. You know, initially I wrote a first book. I was doing some life coaching, you know, making a little bit of money. And, but I said, you know, why can't I have the life why can't I provide for us doing, you know, with my products and services, with my business revenue? Why can't my business revenue take care of us? You know, I ask myself those questions. Why is it that the nursing thing has to be the primary source of income? Why is that? Why do I have to believe that? And once I began to make a decision, right, that my reality was going to be different, right? And thank God for our jobs. Thank God for the education that we work so hard to get, and the income, right, that we generate. But what do you do with it? What do you do with it, and what do you do with your time? What do you do with your 24 hours? It was interesting when I was sharing the information leading up to the Secure the Bags training for government contracts with Tamara Neely, the nursepreneur. I got a lot of questions, and this is not to make anybody feel bad, but I got a lot of questions like, is this something I can do with my 9-to-5 job? Like, is this something I can do while I'm in school? Is this something I can do? Like, listen, everybody has to have the transition. Everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody starts having a job, right? Unless you're just set up and you're a trust fund baby, or your parents can just put you on or whatever. Everybody that's an entrepreneur had to start having a job, right? Who am I right? Like, come on, as you guys come on, my successful nurse bosses, nurse entrepreneurs whose business is their primary source or only source of income. Did you start, right, with a job? And I know I did, right? I know my mentors did, but we had a plan. We made a decision and we had a plan. So I want to ask you, when it comes to that time and that 24 hours, you know, it's about what are you going to do with that 24 hours? Everybody has the same 24 hours. And having a job cannot be an excuse for you not being successful. Having a job cannot be an excuse for you not to get assignments done, milestones done, you know, work on your business plan, market your business if you already, right, had it, okay? It cannot be a reason. If anything, I want you to celebrate. If somebody got a job, I want you to put job in the comments. I want you to put job in the comments. If you are an employee, or even an independent contractor, and somebody is writing a check to you weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, you're getting some kind of consistent income in exchange for your nursing skills, I want you to put it in the comments. Okay? All right? If that is the case, I now want you to drop some emojis to celebrate yourself. Congratulations. Congratulations. Those of you who have a job, guess what you have as well? You have an angel investor. Everybody watch Shark Tank, right? Everybody watch Shark Tank, looking for people to, you know, invest in them and say yes to their idea. Well, guess what? Because you have a job, you can be your own angel investor. You know, that's what I did. I was my own angel investor. This is before I didn't have business credit. I had my cash flow strategy for nurse bosses, and that's what I worked, right? Multiple jobs, that's right, multiple angel investors. Is no reason and no excuse. 2019, going into 2020, no reason and no excuse for people to say they don't know. If you don't know and you stay ignorant, it's your choice. That's what you want. Too many options for information. You stay overwhelmed, don't know how to make a choice, and there's multiple experts in this room, in this community that can help you, that's your fault. You stay at a point where people don't know about your business. People are not saying yes. You're not making sales. Whose fault is it? Raise your hand. You're not hitting your money goals. Opportunities are not being manifested for you. You feel like you're totally behind and swamped. Own it. If you don't own it, you can't turn it around. It's nobody else's fault, and nobody else is going to give a damn if you stay stagnant, if you stay the same, if you get left behind. Am I talking to somebody? Where my heart's at, y'all? Seriously, this is like time for this freedom. Something as simple as be like, man, I want to go get some French toast today. And I can go get some French toast. My bills are paid, right? My business expenses are covered. My team is paid, right? Opportunities that I have coming up, I can take care of that. I know where my revenue is coming from, right? I know what I have to do to continue to keep that revenue coming. It don't mean that I don't work. Don't get it twisted at all. But it feels nice to be able to take a breath and be like, whoo, I can take a breath for a minute. I can see where I'm going. I put this work in, so don't complain. Those times that I sacrificed that sleep when my baby was asleep and she's sleeping. You know how they say, when the baby sleep, you can sleep. When the baby sleep, I got on a live stream. When the baby was asleep, I was working in my business. When the baby was asleep, I was doing client calls. I made those sacrifices, right? So now my life can be different. Now I can say, you know what, do I want to take my baby to Disney World? Do I want to go to run down to Destin and go work from the beach, over the weekend? Or do I want to do, right? Hey, Angie. Yes. Right? Good to see you, Angie. We got to get together. I just want to see it for more of you. Going to the cruise with Leah and Michelle and Tina and Latoya and Latanya and Latora and everybody who was there, Ebony and Nurse Marty, and man, going to Jamaica, climbing Dunn's River Falls with my nurse colleagues and other people who are doing what I'm doing, being able to inspire people, having people see that, having them reach out to me for more opportunities and interviews. Like, I'm like, this is freaking amazing. Like, this is living. Don't just simply exist. Do not just simply go. If you feeling like your satisfaction with your life, I want you to put it, if you bold enough and we being real enough, I want you to put it in the comments. Overall with your life right now, what is your level of satisfaction from 1 to 10? 10 is you have created your radiant life in business. You feel overjoyed. You wake up enthusiastic and energetic about what you need to do. You have more than enough money coming in than going out. Like, your health is where it needs to be. Your relationships is where it needs to be. You feel like you're in control of your life. I want you to put from 0 to 10. If 10, that's the ideal. And 1 is the absolute opposite. Lord have mercy. Am I going the right damn way? I'm past my exit, running my mouth. Anyway, that's all right. All worth it. I'm chilling today. Anyway, I passed my exit, and it's a good thing because I work for myself, and I'm going to get some French toast, and all I need to do is just turn back around. Ain't that a good thing? Ain't it a good thing, right? They can't see all y'all comments because I'm driving, but what the heck was I saying? Yes, people saying 5, numbers 5 to 6, right? There's opportunity for us. You can turn it around. You're not satisfied? Let me tell y'all another moment I had. You might have heard this story. I'm working, working as a nurse. I had my contracts. I was doing like I had a full-time job, but after that full-time job, I was doing full-time contracts, and I the contract was, they didn't renew my contract. Okay, they didn't renew my contract, so really quickly that money started going whoop. I'm paying daycare, I'm paying rent, I'm paying car note, I'm paying insurance, I'm paying this, I'm paying that. Next thing you know, waiting for another contract, waiting for something to come through. That money going down, my car bill, my car note wasn't paid. Honey, I walk outside with my baby in a daggone carrier like I always did. Walk out front, I look in the parking lot. I said, what the hell? Where is my car? Child, my car was gone. Took my car. I'm sitting there with my baby, looking crazy. I'm like, okay, let me get my head together. And I think I even called the police. When I think about it, I think I was crazy enough to call the police and think somebody might have stole my car. And once we found out it wasn't stolen, and I was just called and found out that it was repoed, so I think happened. Yeah. I took my bag. I said, let me call an Uber and just take my daughter to school and then come back and regroup, right? So, am I the only one this ever happened to? I know we nurses and all, but has anybody ever had that experience? It's a horrible feeling. I was like, car note, they done took my car. No, they ain't take my car. I didn't pay the bill. Let's get real. Let's be accountable. I didn't pay the bill on time, and I thought I had more time. In Georgia, they don't play, honey. It was 60 days. Whoop! They came and took that car. And I said, you know what? Never again will I be in this situation. As long as I got life, health, and strength in my body. And by that time, I had already signed up for Uber. But I really wasn't taking it seriously. I wasn't really doing it. And I'm like, I could have paid it. I'm like, there's no excuse for this to happen. I could have drove more Uber at least to keep my car. Right? Right? Yes. Right? So, anywho, after that situation happened, guess what? Within I need to go back and see when the repo was, right? And then when my car was paid off. I want to say it was within about a year. I got so serious about my multiple streams of income, about not letting myself be in that position again, about not only relying on a paycheck, about doing whatever I needed to do to turn my financial situation around and make my business my main income and never being broke. Girlfriend paid the car off. I got the car back. Thank God some family members and friends helped me to get my car back. Got the car back. I didn't lose it. I paid them back. And then I got vicious with that bill. And I paid that damn bill off. And I got my car now. Now my car is mine. I own a car. I don't have a car note. So sometimes you got to go through things to make you say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is enough for me, okay? And you don't ever know what can happen. So it don't matter what kind of car you have, what kind, things like that. That's steps towards freedom. These type of things, not having a car note, right? Decreasing my living expenses, things that I had to do that I might not have necessarily wanted to do, right? But it was a smart financial decision, and it supported my goals. It supported my business goals, right? Not following the masses and doing what everybody else was doing, but I had to do what's best for Chanelle and Sanai. And now I'm so grateful, right? I'm so grateful. So now I'm at a point now, my car needs tires. I just got to get tires. I got to get things, fixed or whatever. But I don't have nobody sending me a bill every month. Oh, if I don't pay it on time, that's a late fee. Oh, this, oh, that. Let me get this crap out of here. Let me just knock this damn bill out. And that's what I did, right? Those are kind of things you can do while you're working. You saying, oh, I wish I was my own boss. I wish I had more clients. I wish, guess what? But you do, if you got a bill, you can knock those bills out. So when you do get to a place, right, where you get closer to doing more opportunities start coming, you got more freedom, right? Because you don't have these bills over your head. all this personal credit card debt and, things. Stop putting things on credit that's not helping you make money. Stop putting things on credit. Hello, somebody. Stop putting things on credit that's not bringing no income. If you're not investing in your business, investing in your personal development, and investing in your, in your business growth, but you buying consumable things, vacations, food, clothes, shoes, hair, right? All that kind of stuff that we put on credit. No, ma'am. Make a decision. I'm turning things around. It's too many people that have information here. Business credit you can be developing. Fixing your personal credit. Being the type of person. Let me tell you, opportunities now that are coming my way. Y'all know what happened last night. Once you start putting one foot in front of the other, I go to Charlotte, working with Tamara, but I'm still learning like everybody else for Security Bags Live, federal contracts, government, programs, and we learn so much. Come back home, right? Yes. Come back home and started putting, taking action steps towards my plan. When you start taking one foot in front of the other, you will be so surprised at how God will just show up. Okay, honey, I got a phone call at 8-something at night, okay, from a score counselor, because I did what I was supposed to do, and I signed up for a score counselor for government contracts. I had a virtual mentorship schedule of somebody they put me with by video. And the next thing you know, I get a phone call. I already had that appointment. I get a phone call, right? Yes. And the man said, were you looking for government contracting, a mentor? Were you looking for a mentor? Are you looking to focus in government contracting? Blah, blah, blah. He said, well, my name is so-and-so, and I spent most of my life in Washington, and this is my expertise. I would love to be able to help you, blah, blah, blah. Went into everything. We set up, he set the time up for me. He said, well, this person that that you made your contact with, where my heart's at when I'm telling my story, y'all. He said, this person over here that you made, he said, who'd you make your contact? He said, no, he asked me who it was, and I told him the name. He said, oh, that's my associate. You'll get some information from her. But he basically was like, I'm the man. Like, I'm the man. I'm the one that you need to know, right? And it's like, I'm the one that you need to know. And he said, listen, let me make this appointment with you. We're going to come out. We can do it over and over and over again. He said, I had some ideas. He said, you're a registered nurse? He said, I had some ideas that you never, I'm sure you never even thought of. It's going to blow your mind. And I said, yeah, honey. He was like, listen, let me come on out. Let me come out. And I just was like, well, you look at God. When you have a decision and say, this is what I'm going to do. This might seem very challenging and very, how am I going to do this, God? I never did anything like this before. I don't have, you look at what you don't have. My man said, come on out. Let me help you. I spend most of my time in Washington. I know the right people. He said, I can teach you how to get money without a bank loan. I said, I was just going totally, I was just losing it last night. Because I'm like, don't ever say, I don't want nobody else. If you watch my videos, please don't say, I don't know, I can't, I don't know. I have given you so many resources. Hey, Anisha, I've talked about how many people heard me talk about SCORE before? How many people heard me say, right, book a SCORE appointment? It's in my book, Clients and Cash Flow, 10 Steps to Scale Your Business to 10 to 20K Monthly. It's in that book. I've mentioned it in several live streams. I've mentioned it in several of my ebooks and trainings and webinars, right? How many have a training from me? How many have a book, an ebook, a training? Let me know in the comments. If you're watching and this is resonating with you and you're like, you know what? I need to do something differently. I need to get more information. I've had the wrong information and I want to be accountable. I'm dropping a link for you. Those of you who have jobs and who are nurses, you want to know how I got my freedom? Leah says yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Leah. Leah, Sharina, Beer. Who else as I'm scrolling through? All right, Sasha, my clients, all of you, I appreciate you so very much. But if you're newer to me or you came through and you have not invested to get information, go grab one of my ebooks. Cash Flow Strategy for Nurse Bosses at a minimum. If you are working, right, you need to know, you need to understand what the thought process is, right? How to earn a minimum of $500 a day as a nurse, how I did, and then what I do with my money to get myself to a freedom place, right? And I'm not saying, oh, I have arrived and I'm just balling out of control, but I have had a shift that allows me to be able to just, I can breathe. I can think about how to best use my talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. I can decide who I want to work with, right? All of these things, like, it feels amazing. I want to see it for more of you. And I tell the stories that I tell to show you some of the things that I went through that made me say enough is enough, right? And guess what? Maybe you are not, maybe your credit is excellent. Maybe you've been on your job and everything's good. Maybe, I don't know. Like maybe you just feel like, but why play small, right? Even if you feel like you got it going on, right? You're still, but you're not in control of your time. You're not control. If that paycheck was to stop, I always say that. If that paycheck that somebody is signing for you, this company, anything could happen. It can get bought out, go out of business. Anything could happen. Are you ready? Are you ready to keep your lifestyle? Are you ready to improve your lifestyle? Are you thinking about future generations? Are you thinking about not just yourself, but being able to, oh my goodness, I didn't even tell y'all this other story that just happened this week. Thinking about other people in your community that you can help with jobs and opportunities. Yes, let me tell y'all this one last story, and I'm going to go. Let me tell y'all this one last story. Can you believe I am out again at the Waffle House? I'm just telling all over myself, right? At the Waffle House with one of my girlfriends this week. What day was it? Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember what day it was. It was just a few days ago, right? Going to the Waffle House. She wanted to go to the Waffle House. Come on, let's go to the Waffle House. Go to the Waffle House, and our waitress is serving us. We're doing, eat our food, whatever. Time for the check. I didn't see the waitress. And I'm just like, okay, let's just go up to the thing because we just wanted to get going. So we went up to the counter, and she was sitting over there, kind of had her head down doing whatever she was doing. So she came on over, and when she started to check us out, I just started looking at her, and I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, are you okay? She was like, I'm just not feeling good. I'm not feeling, I'm thinking maybe she just having, feminine cramps or something. And then she was like, I don't know if I asked her something else. Well, what is it? Or something I asked her, or what she said. And anyway, she was saying my blood pressure. Hey, Lakeisha. She was saying my blood pressure. And I said, well, what is your blood pressure? Did you take your blood pressure? Are you on medication? I just started asking her some questions. She just was like, and it just started coming out. And she just said, oh my gosh, she just said, last time I took it, it was 2 something over 1. I'm like, what? 200 and something, right? Systolically over 1 something. And I haven't taken my medicine. I haven't had it. And honestly, I haven't had it. and months because of, whatever story that she couldn't get access, right? And I was just like, she said, my chest is hurting. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, sweetheart, I was like, you got to be able to take care of yourself. I said, you gotta take care of yourself, And she just started getting emotional. I said, come on around this thing. Come on around this corner. Come on. We got to call somebody. So they called, her co-workers went ahead and called the ambulance. And we had her sit down. And I just sat with her and I hugged her. I was like, it's going to be okay. I was like, bills, this job, all of this stuff, medical bills, you can't replace yourself. You can't replace yourself. And you could just see, oh my God, it just broke our heart. And we got her to sit down, and the ambulance, they finally came and asked her everything. And I said, do you have insurance? I said, do you get insurance with this job? And she just said, yeah, but it's just expensive, and I can't, I can't. And these are things that most of us don't think about, Maybe it's family members that go through things like this, but this is not our day-to-day. If you're in this group, this is not our day-to-day reality, or, that you would let your blood pressure be at 200 and something systolically and you taking Advils. We're educated enough to know better. But what about our sisters and brothers that don't know better, or the pressures of life? You know what I'm saying? It's just, all you thinking is that I got to keep this job. So I'm sitting here, I'm taking Advil. Girl, woo, you talk about, oh my God. I gave her my phone number. I said, take my phone number. I said, they have programs, and even all this stuff. I'm saying, Lord, all of the things people talk about with nonprofits and all the things that we need to be doing in our community, like, this is where Black nurses, like, if we are needed, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, right? It was heartbreaking. The girl was I'm 43. She was younger than me, but she just looked so worn down, like, her dental situation was not good. You could just see life was just wearing her down, she was in her mid-30s or so. And it was just not good. And I said, please call me. I said, call me after this so we can just work on getting you what you need. I said, they have programs. You can ask for a social worker, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know nothing off the top of my head. I'm just being hopeful, And I just gave her the support. She just hugged me. Girl, when we got in the car, I just cried. I just cried and cried and cried. I was like, oh, my God. Like, that just touched me. I'm like, when I think about somebody like Tamara that has 20 employees and to be able to make an impact, to be able to care about you. Like, how your staff at work with a 200 and something blood pressure and they just know your employer don't care. Like, obviously, I don't feel like this is something I can talk to my manager about, or it's no kind of program, or if it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it is a program, they don't know about employee assistance. I don't know. But I just was like, you know what? When I get to a place where I'm hiring people, in my community, and I'm able to let people know that I care about them. Like, wouldn't you want to be in that position? Look at all the benefits of entrepreneurship. To have, to be able to support your staff with a healthy lifestyle and life skills and, the things that she can be doing to manage her blood pressure, right? Yes. Can't take the time up to go to that, yup, and pay I just gave her the money I had in my purse. I had about $16. I just gave her the money, gave her my phone number, and I'm just, but that's why we need your business. We need your business, your nonprofit that's attached to that business, right? To be able to come in our communities and do things. Like, who's going to come and care for us like we're going to care for us? You got all these other organizations that make a big impact, breast cancer, Susan G. Komen, and all these big, American Cancer, all that. But who's coming down in a Black community, right? Serving the needs of us working people, working poor, right? Working socioeconomic disadvantage, right? That you would think, oh, that's not somebody that they got a job. But look at them. Look at the risk. She could be ending up stroked out. Life totally changed. Kids don't have a mother, Oh my gosh. So it's time for us to really take our place and take advantage of the information that is available. When we talk about, oh yeah, our nurse boss and this and that, and we, having this light, but it's about so much more than that. It's about so much more than that. That for me was my moment I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like that, up to now, it's been about survival for me and my baby, and taking care of myself and all. But I truly was not thinking like really on that level. I think about things like that a lot when I'm in Jamaica, right? When I see the poverty and the need in Jamaica, but right here in our own backyard, look at the need. And I'm like, that just made me say, wow, that's a reason for me to be a certain kind of employer, or me to have certain kind of programs, in my community, or be able to connect the dots and have resources and not just say, oh, that's a shame. But what kind of resource can we connect her to where, somebody can help her through these steps? You see what I'm saying? Yes. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that story. That touched me this week. That touched me to say, yeah, it's time to play bigger so you can help more than just yourself and your baby. Like, we got to be able to have an impact. Think about all the states. I want you to put your state in the comment, right? Yes, people are hurting. Like, we can't just think about, ourselves. Think about our ancestors and how communities were. They made sure everybody was good. It can't just be, oh, I'm good, I'm in my house, I'm rolling in my Benz, you know what I mean? And your brothers and sisters in the neighborhood, you can't, maybe, everybody don't come from, lower socioeconomic class, but we have to, who else is going to be there? Florida, Maryland, Georgia, right? Who else is going to do it? If we don't care, who else? We waiting for the government to do it, right? Even government programs and things that exist, government programs exist. We learned this with Tamara, but who going to step up? Because the government don't have the resources, and the people, we are the people. They providing the funding. They just saying you got to do check. We ain't going to just give this money now. You're going to have to show that you got a plan on what you're going to do with it to meet the needs, right? But the money is there. Help is there. The call from SCORE that showed me, like, white man calling me on my phone, like, little black girl, can I please help you get some of this money, okay? Let me get out this house with my wife. I'm retired. Let me help you. It's like that's available for you too. Every state. Every single state. Okay? I just had to share this morning, guys. I'm just so grateful. I appreciate you. If you guys watching the replay, so many of you are my clients. I appreciate you. Nico, I see some new faces. I dropped the link. Go get an ebook, Cash Flow Strategy for Nurse Bosses. If you don't have, if you have that and you're ready for something next, get the webinar, Secure the Bags webinar. That's available on the link. What you do is click that link and just scroll through the cards. You can see ebooks from me. You can see free webinar. You can see the training. But it's time. It's Friday. Invest in yourself today. Get something, right, that can take you closer. Is the government contract class online. The government contract webinar is available. That's the foundational piece. But the whole master class, if you want access to that, please message me. Because I will sell that to those who are serious. If you miss the opportunity for the training and you want to invest and get the replay, that is available. So message me. When I tell you everybody who was there, Tangela was there. I don't know who else that's scrolling. I know Tangela was there. It's a great amount of people who participated. Some who came and joined us live. And when I tell you, let me give another shout out and testimony. I don't know if I came back since we finished in this group. But when I tell you, please don't say, hey, Bridget, please don't say, Lord, you get me happy. Girl, When I tell you, I'm there, right? I'm facilitating. I'm supposed to be handling like the back end, and I'm trying to contain myself to sit in my seat. Like, I just wanted to get up and shout and run around the place. Like, I just can't even. And I was there last year with Tamara learning, but it just didn't. I don't know if it was my mindset, and I was honest. Like, I don't know if it was my mindset. I don't know if I secretly was telling myself, oh, she can do this, but you really can't do this, or because of this, and this. But this year, it clicked. This year, I don't know what it was about this year. This year, it was like, what? Like, I was just seeing it so clearly this year. And I just got home and I just got right to work. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just walking. It's like I'm on a path. I don't care. I'm just following, being coachable, taking the steps. The fear, the uncertainty, the everything. Those are the things that keep us out of these kind of opportunities. When you look at Tamara, she's a black woman, nurse just like us, from the country in North Carolina. Like, 2 black parents just like you. She getting $1 million contracts. She just chilling, sitting over here. Like, why can't it be you? Hey, Tamika. I'm like, why can't it be? She telling you, this is this, and this. You do this, and this. She didn't have no special, supernatural, nothing. She just followed the process and had access to information. She made mistakes along the way. It's things she learned, but she's an expert. So why not link up with the expert? And that's with everything. So if it's Friday, hey, Tamika, and you're not learning, you're not investing in yourself to get some knowledge and apply it, right? It's something wrong with you. You love where you are. Don't complain and say nothing about, freedom, more income, anything, right? If it's Friday, you working a job, you're not flipping that money, a portion of that money into you.com, into the CEO of you to learn more. I mean, y'all think, I don't know, when y'all say, I think the perception y'all have of me, I appreciate it. But it's a lot I don't know. It's a lot of mistakes that I've made. It's a lot of things that I kept myself, I got to level up, be around other people who've been there, done that, and they're like, okay, come on, let me show you what you need to be doing. But Tamara not going to come, knock on my door, get me out my bed and say, do this. Right? She going to give me the plan, but you got to have enough stuff. We have to have enough, absolutely, Nico, have to have enough self-discipline, self-confidence to do it. We have to focus on, what if this go right? Not, I'm so concerned, what if it don't? What if your ass still stay on this job for the next 30 years? Right? And being miserable. Or looking back with regret about what you could have did. Or looking back and you're going to be in this group. Mark my words. Save this video. Give it another 2 years. Give it another 2 years. You're going to see success stories coming out of black nurse entrepreneurs and in our circle that's going to blow your mind. And you're going to say, shit, I had the same damn access to information. I had the same opportunity. I remember when they went to Charlotte. I remember when Chanelle was saying, get this ebook. I remember when Chanelle was saying, but I ain't do it. I was a spectator. I was a procrastinator. I was a doubter. I was an average thinker. Hello. Hey, Erica, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Let me tell y'all, don't get me emotional in here. I appreciate y'all so much. The love, the resharing, the referrals, the inboxing, the supporting, the buying my ebooks, everything. I appreciate y'all. Let me tell y'all can I tell y'all what I need from y'all right now? Is that okay? Erica said, I love your video. Can I ask for something? Is that okay? Hey, Miss Terriana. Can I ask for something? Is that okay? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Paula says yes. Okay. Can I ask for something? How many people know my story? Right? How many people know my story? Erica said, what's up, girl? How many people know my story? Raise your hand. How many people know that I faced a 17-year prison sentence in the year 2001? How many people know that? How many people know that? Raise your hand. Yes, Sharina has been very supportive from day one. Yes, let me tell you. Dang, do I have this? I think I left the damn bag outside. What I wanted. Oh no. I wanted to show y'all something, but I don't know if it's in here or not. I don't think it's in here. Let me see. Ooh, that ain't it. Shoot, I thought I had it in this bag, but it's not in this bag. It's not in here. Dang it. I thought it was in here, but it's not. Okay. So, all right. Tamika's here. Tyrion says, I know your story. Yes. Okay. So, let me tell y'all. I am a best-selling author in a book called Tear the Veil, Fearless Visionaries. It's a 2-volume book, okay? It's women from all across the globe telling stories of everything from gang rape to incest to depression to suicide to divorce to my issue with criminal justice and emotional abuse, everything that I've experienced. So the book, I'm accepting pre-orders. I will be sending out signed copies on starting August the 1st. Okay. I need when the last time I looked, put it like this. If I could have 40 of y'all to place your orders, it would mean so much to me, right? You have an opportunity to click the link and order the book Tear the Veil, Volume 2. Or you can get the book bundle with my Clients and Cash Flow book, my business book. Thank you, Tariana. She placed her order. Tamika placed her order. When I'm looking back, I know that I got to give a shout out to Sharina Beer, because she was one of my sponsors when I just started writing the story and I became part of the project. She sold into me to help me cover the cost of the program and everything. But the books are out. I just need to send out my signed copies, and I have a date of August the 24th for my book launch and signing here in Atlanta. Okay? So, wouldn't it be awesome if B&E could really hold me down? I have sponsorship opportunities for my launch. I have tickets for my launch. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I didn't even set the price for the tickets yet. I want somebody to tell me how much I should charge for the tickets. I'm thinking for the book launch, we're going to start about 3 o'clock. Okay? We're going to start about 3 o'clock. The location, I did an event in the Grand Hyatt Buckhead the last time I had a Mindset and Money Tour event in Atlanta, and it was fabulous. And it was in a suite. We did Grand Hyatt Buckhead. We had the food catered and everything. This time, I might not go all out with the caterer that I chose, but I'll make sure that you have your cocktails and you'll get some food, okay? And swag bags, this is what I'm thinking. So y'all can help me brainstorm right now. How much should the tickets be? I can have a regular ticket. I can have a VIP ticket. And just do like a handful of VIP tickets, and maybe the VIP tickets, maybe those people could stay over and we could do a brunch the next morning or something like that. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do, okay? How much should the tickets be for the book signing? And the book is $25. So I'm thinking some of them could be a book and like the book and a ticket included. The sponsorships, right? How much should the sponsorship be? And your business would be promoted as I promote the event. Okay, you'll have an opportunity to put your business cards, your products in a swag bag. Okay, oh, she said she wish she could be there. That's okay. That's all right. I know everybody's not going to be able to make that date, but that's the date I went ahead and went with. So the 24th is a Saturday, August. Y'all let me know. Let me know. How much should the tickets be? How much is the no-brainer where you're like ready to get your ticket, right? Or to be a swag bag sponsor or an event sponsor. The last time I've done event sponsors and swag bag sponsors. So if you're a swag bag sponsor, you can put business cards in the swag bags, and you can put little samples, or you can even do promotional products inside the swag bags. To be an event sponsor, Your stuff would be on the graphics and all that good stuff. Okay, Erica said you could have the event. You could have the event on a cruise ship. That way, it could be included, and you can make it a 2 to 3 day event. I'm a travel agent. I can help you. Oh, thank you so much, Erica. Listen, for the cruise, Leah and I already have been talking about something for next year. For the Mindset and Money cruise and I just haven't really talked about it a lot yet. But we did. I'm already working with Leah for that, but Erica Thomas, I love that. That's what you're supposed to do. Show up. She's a travel agent, and she encouraged to go ahead and do it on a cruise. But it's time to do it now. This is the year right now, because the book is out and I have my launch date. Many of my other co-authors, they've already done events, all across the country. They've been in London, New Jersey, like all over. They're doing their events. So Radiant Living Biz, Chanelle Washington, Tear the Veil is the name of the book. My chapter is in volume 2. It's called Pain to Power. It's my story of how I faced a 17-year prison sentence related to emotional abuse and an abusive spouse, and how and what the outcome was. So that's my story. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to thank y'all in advance, because I know people will go ahead and grab the book. And I'm still waiting for y'all to tell me a price for the ticket. I need your help. Y'all told me I can ask for help. So how much should the ticket price be? And how much should the swag bag and the sponsorship? As soon as y'all tell me, right? As soon as y'all tell me, then I'm going to put the price up for the tickets. August the 24th. So it may be a regular ticket, a VIP ticket. So the bundle is, right now I just have the book bundle, where you get both of my books for $48. Or one of the books, the Tear the Veil book is $25, and my other book is $23. So it's like together it's $48. The link is there in the tab bio. You could just click it and scroll over, or go to my website radiantlivingbiz.com, and you'll see you'll be able to order. If you have any questions, you can inbox me. These books begin to ship out on August the 1st. Okay. On August the 1st. My clients and cash flow books, those are just selling out. I'm ordering more books for those as well. But August the 1st is when you get the Tear the Veil, to be able to read that story and support me with that book. And I very much appreciate it. It's going to be a powerful time for the signing and the launch. Anybody have any questions? Y'all here? Nobody's putting up telling me nothing for the ticket. I'm just gonna make it up then, and post it, because I don't see anybody say anything. I know sometimes it takes y'all a while for the text to come up. Yes, Erica's saying, let me look at these links. Okay, thank you. But if you know you want to join, thank you so much, Tamika. Tamika said Clients and Cash Flow is a great book. Yeah, so you can get the Tear the Veil book, or you can get both of them, the business book and the story. And it's, again, in volume 2, it's not just my story, it's multiple stories, and it's also a volume 1. I'm just not selling the volume 1, but you can connect with Princess Fumi if you want volume 1, and you can get both volumes as well. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm here now, ready to go get my French toast this morning. That's what I started off on, and then we just had a whole journey together. So thank you so much. Okay, tell us what it all included over again, other than the book with the event. Tell us what it included. Okay, so we'll have refreshments. I'll speak and probably do like maybe a reading from the book. We'll have the swag bags, so your refreshments, your cocktail, the swag bag, and I've never done a book launch before. I'll be honest with y'all. I've never done a book launch. For my other books, I've put them out, but I've never done a book launch or a signing. So if you have anything you want to suggest to me, feel free to do that. But I'm just going to go to, get a nice venue, I love the Grand Hyatt Bookhead. So you can just get cute, come out, hear me read an excerpt of the book, do the signing, socialize, network. And I initially was going to have another keynote speaker come out, but that there may be a change in that as well. So feel free, if it's something that you would like to see included, let me know. But from the signings that I've been to, it's pretty much, somebody opening up, might be a little bit of an exercise or something that, like some kind of workshop style. So Paula says 75. Okay, Paula says 75, and that would include the book. Would that include the book, Paula? I would think so. I would be happy to include the book for $75 for the ticket. So food, cocktail, signing, if I speak or do something like that, yes, and that includes the book. Got it. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put the link here. How many people can get to Atlanta or would travel to Atlanta? Let me know. All right, I put the PayPal link there. So if you know you want to join me, the link is there. We're going to get this done. PayPal.me/RadiantLivingBiz/75. Awesome. Thank you, Paula. So, $75. And I know if I do the suite, it's going to be a limited amount of tickets. And that'll be perfectly fine. So I'm thinking maybe like 15 people. If I do it at the Grand Hyatt Buckhead. 15 is good for me. Welcome, Deborah. So we got that. Now, Paula, what about for the sponsorships and the swag bag sponsors? So the event sponsors, how many people would want to be a business event sponsor for Tear the Veil, Pain to Power? Leading up to the event, you will be featured on my Instagram, my email list, my Facebook, shout outs on the live streams. You would get an opportunity to include your business information and or samples in the swag bags. And it would be on the graphic banners. So let me know how much for the event sponsorship and then how much just for the swag bag only. So just to do the inserts in the swag bags. Event sponsorship, swag bag. I'm waiting for y'all to tell me. And if you know you're interested in one of the spots for event sponsorship, I'll do 4 spots only. And then for swag bag, it'll be unlimited spots. Okay? It'll be unlimited for the promotion. Shout outs in Instagram stories, shout outs in Facebook stories. Y'all know I know how to market now. Email marketing on my email list, shout outs in a live stream for your business. LinkedIn, I have LinkedIn, I have Twitter. These are all the places that it'll be showing up. So we have the tickets now. It'll be on Eventbrite. I'll go ahead and get the Eventbrite set up and finish. August 24th, we're talking about now, for the Tear the Veil book launch. Pain to Power is my chapter in volume 2 for this collaborative book project. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to be looking for your comments. I appreciate those who are watching the replay. If you guys got through this, we've been on for a minute now. Talked about a lot. But the title of this live stream was what? How did I get to time freedom? How did I get to own my time? So we talked a lot about business, and I appreciate you so very much. Remember to make a decision. If you choose to own your time, it's all about what you do every single day. Take advantage of the opportunities to get the information that you need, and more importantly, to implement and do the work. My business philosophy is believe, invest, and do the work. Believe, invest, and do the work. Every single week, you should be sowing into your business, getting information, and implementing what it is that you learn. I appreciate you ladies for watching. Thank you for being here. I know many of you are multitasking and working and doing a lot of things at one time. So thank you for being here. As you come across and watch the replay, inbox me anytime to let me know that this resonated with you, or to share anything you like with me in the comments. I always appreciate that. And if you have any questions about what I said, don't hesitate to reach out. The link is there for now. PayPal.me/RadiantLivingBiz/75 for your tickets. So I think all the tickets, everybody will just be VIP ticket for $75. It'll include the book. It'll include your cocktails, your refreshments, your swag bag, and the signed copy of the book, and just a nice evening, afternoon and evening together. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tariana. I appreciate you so much. I love y'all right back. You're awesome, amazing, and inspiring as well. More radiance. Take care.